Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I'm your host, DBoss. And, I'm just telling people that if they don't catch any of the episodes, I'm on CaribVision, and they're in 28 different countries. We're on BellFibe in Canada here at channel 658. You can watch CaribVision right through the U.S., all the East Coast there. You could see it. And if you have it on your cable channel, you can look at it. So I'm encouraging the guests to, and if you haven't seen any of my episodes, you're welcome to go to my YouTube channel. You could like, share, share, watch at your own time, DBoss Networks, and you could see me there. So I encourage you to like also the guests and go on to like their music, go look at them, pay for the streaming, people, because that helps the artists and it helps the people, if they have a book or something else, just go do your due diligence. All right. So over the past few weeks, I've been giving people tips on laughing is healthy for you. So I've been telling people you should laugh every day. If you don't have anybody to laugh with, then you could just go and look at something funny or just start laughing, because it gives you overall health. It makes you feel better. It keeps your blood pressure down if you have high blood pressure. It also helps heal your body. It also helps tone your abs. And if you're a singer or vocalist, a lot of people say that they start laughing so they can warm up their vocal cords if they're going to speak, do anything. But overall, it releases all those endorphins, those things in your body that's just toxic. Yes, you may look a little crazy, maybe just saying, just laughing with yourself. But you know what? You're going to look crazy good. So I just want to let people know that. But today we got a legend in the house. And, it's a lady. We're going to find out about her journey, what she went through, her successes, her downfalls, what she did to pick herself back up, and all the rest of the whole what she's going through. So let's get right into it. And I'm going to introduce to you the legend, NORMA FRASER.
Hello.
How are you? I'm good. I'm good.
Big up DBoss, everybody. Big up DBoss.
Yes, well, this is NORMA FRASER. So, and that is your actual name, correct?
Yes.
Okay, because some people call themselves something else, and then if you find out it's Antonio or something, or Mary. But no,
that's my given name, my family name, Fraser.
Okay. All right. And can you tell everybody here at Real Life Matters like to know what your cultural background and where you're from?
Right. I'm from Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica, up in St. Andrew, which is suburbs of Kingston.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you told us where you come from, because because they get mad at the people saying, "Oh, I'm just from Jamaica." Well, Jamaica's a big place.
Right. Yeah, I'm from St. Andrew. Yeah.
All right. So, can you tell everybody what made you want to become an artist, an entertainer?
Right. I just think I think I was crazy because my family, they're educators, so they don't want anything to do with music, reggae, ska, nothing like that, because they figure, oh man, that's we were sending you to a good school, paying all this money for you. You want you to become a doctor. You want me to become a doctor. But I don't, because my brothers and sisters, they all have degrees or what have you. My big brother went to Oxford and Cambridge, so they're into education. But no, I didn't like that avenue at all for me. I like scare, and used to sneak out just to come and hear some of those dances and sneak. I couldn't get in because I was too young, but I would sneak and watch from the gate. I liked it.
Oh my God! So you sneaked out.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what happened to you when you were introduced to Rita, Marley, and Ziggy?
Well, you see, to be honest with you, I'm the one who, and Rita will tell you that, I'm the one who actually taught Rita Marley how to sing. It's still, yeah,
What?
yes, and she will tell. It's in a book. It's in a
Okay.
book. I'm in a book. It's called The Untold Story, Bob Marley, and she
Okay.
was interviewed, and it's in that book because I actually taught her how to sing, and she turned to Ziggy in front of me, at Tough Guy, and said, "Ziggy, you see Norma Fraser? She taught your mother how to sing." So
Wow.
that is true. Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell us the roster of entertainers that you've worked with?
Goodness, I've worked with just about every. Okay, Studio One, as you know, is the foundation, right, for most of the artists like Jimmy Cliff, all of us, right? So
Okay.
so just about, let me just give you some of the ones that I've actually recorded with, but I performed with a lot of them. I've
Okay.
recorded with Ken Booth. We did a
Ooh,
duet, "Give Me the Right." I've recorded with Lord Creator, with a big hit called "We'll Be Lovers."
okay.
Recorded with Slim Smith, wonderful young man, and he died too early. Yeah, recorded
Oh,
with Slim Smith. Scatterlights. I've worked with Yellow Man. I've worked with Burning Spear. I've worked with Bob Marley, of course. um, Goodness.
and how was it like working with him, Bob Marley?
Oh, he was a friend.
Wow.
So yeah, we were young, 16, very young. He was a friend, and we were like almost like kindred spirit because he would say, tell me things. Would say, "Don't let Mr. Dodd know. Mr. Dodd is the one who owns the studio, Studio One." And we do little things in the backyard, and I would see it, and he would say, "Don't let Mr. Dodd know." I don't want to say too much.
Okay.
Don't let Mr. Dodd know. So, but he was a very, very kind young man, and very compassionate and very giving, and he cared a
Okay.
lot about people. He actually he was very empathic. He could actually feel people's pain, and he
Okay.
wanted to alleviate the pain.
Okay.
A lot of people, oh, they're sympathetic with you, but they don't really feel your pain, you know.
Ah.
Yeah, but he actually does, and you could see, and he expresses it. He wants to get rid of that pain. What can I do to get rid of that pain? You need some money. What do you need? And he will give it to you. Yeah, very
Okay. So, and
generous.
you worked with, you said you mentioned that you worked with Jimmy Cliff.
I know. I know. I've never worked with Jimmy Cliff. That's
You
the
just
only one I've never worked with. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right. So, so who, you work with everybody. So, who would you like to work with? And you can name three,
Presently,
or it doesn't matter.
in another life.
Well, in this life,
Um,
because a lot of people sometimes a lot of people watch, and who knows, next they're reaching out to you that they want to do something with.
I know that the person I really wanted to do a recording with was Luciano, because I love his vibes, man, his art. He's
Okay.
one of the artists I would love to have collaborated with.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got two more.
I have two more. um, let's see. Um, 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 uh, um, hmm. Toots. He
Woo!
was a very good friend, and I would have liked. And he has asked me to come down and do recording, and I didn't do that. But I would have loved to have recorded with him.
Okay.
I have one more.
Mm-hmm.
DBoss. No.
We're already recording right now.
Right.
We're doing
Let's
a
see.
different type of recording.
Right. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Probably Marsha Griffiths. I would love to do it with her. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I know her very well, so
I know her. I've seen her. I took pictures and
yeah.
stuff with her. So
Okay, great.
okay. So are you just doing reggae music genre, or do you plan to break out into any other genre like some soca or
What's See? I used to
Afro?
do. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I used to do that at um Roland Alfonso, who was a Scatterlights. I call him like the master. The guy was a genius musically. I used to perform. I was a lead singer for the band, and I did jazz, R&B,
Wow.
Yeah, I did. I'm at just about everything.
Mm.
The only thing I would love to learn because I alone do some Trinidadian stuff, some soca.
Yes.
I would love to
Let's
do
think
that.
there's other islands because a lot of them now, everybody's like they're going to Trinidad. All the reggae artists are going now. Now I heard you guys have a soca, a reggae thing in Jamaica, soca
Yes,
there too now because you guys
yes,
had to open up because it's kind of hard when you're going down the road and stuff like that to go to reggae.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, we need to incorporate it because what man, that music is genius. You
Yeah,
have
and
to,
they always have to keep coming up with stuff. Like every year, they have to, get a song. They have to be right. They're on the top of the game. Marshall, Montana, and those guys, Kess the band,
yeah,
Nappy, Farmer Nappy, all those. They got to keep coming on. Patricia Reese, Nadia Blackman. These
wow,
people have to keep every year. They got to be ready.
yes,
So it's not
that,
like
yeah,
you guys come out with a song and then you gotta wait a while. No, these guys are the kids. There's no waiting. You got to come up with your creativity now.
they're so creative, very creative, and that music is not easy at all.
Mm-mm. And they got to make sure they don't copy anybody else's beat, the
Ah,
wording, what it is, even though
ah,
it's maybe the same kind of ding, ding, chuck, chuck, or, like
yeah,
that. But
yeah,
it's not, they have so much different variations to it. So a lot of people now, and they're cutting things like with the person, like, oh, look, we want to cut something with Norma Fraser. Okay,
right.
you may not sing in the beat or that accent, but it doesn't matter. We're just
Hmm.
taking it because you're an entertainer, you're great, and you're doing things. Look like Kess the band, he's working with Shaggy.
Is that wonderful? Great, great. That
Yeah.
that's going to be an awesome, awesome collaboration. Yes.
Hmm. So
Ah,
they have a song on it, and it's pretty good. So I could see Norma up in
yeah.
there, maybe Patrice Roberts,
Oh
one of
man,
you're just talking,
tear
or
it up.
Allison Hines, the Dextra,
Right,
these people like this that are just popping music all the time,
talented.
and they always got to be in that creative phrase.
Right, right. That's a music. I'm serious. You can't duplicate that. You have to be born with that. It's in your blood. You can't just touch somebody and all of a sudden you become no, 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 no.
And you got to get it too. You got to be on
Right.
point. and then
I
and
would
then they're
love it.
judged so quickly for them to go up in the ranks, for it to go
I
on to get it
see.
on the billboards, and it's a lot of work,
Yeah.
and so it's not easy, you're entertainers and stuff, and you're being very busy yourself. So
Hmm.
when you're doing your music, where do you compose and write? Do you're just laying down, you're having some or where do you compose and do?
And sometimes it just comes. It just comes, and everything comes. For me, it just comes all the lyrics, the arrangements, everything. And the
Wow.
music just actually just come. It's kind of weird.
So you just get up and say, you know what? Let me cut this. We're cutting this today. Let's get to.
Yeah, yeah, it just comes almost like one of you your soca. You guys can just on the spur of the moment, you just create lyrics, and music. You guys are genius.
Yes. So okay. So tell us about this song. Do you
My
my
love.
love? Do you my love? Yeah. Do you my
Yes,
love? I was thinking, oh, a minute. So I was like, do you?
right.
How did you come up with that name?
I
And
I really did not write that. Slim Smith wrote that, and we did a
okay,
duet. And the
okay.
reason why I chose that song is because that he was a wonderful writer. He was like 18 years old, very soulful singer, and very passionate. And the fact that he died at, at a very young age, that really, and he wasn't able to live out his passion. That
Wow.
that still that really bothers me up to the day because it was one of my best. It was Studio One. There are a lot of guys. There's few girls, right?
Okay.
So who are you going to hang out with, right? And he was the only one that I really liked. He was so nice, very decent, and we were like pretty close friends.
All right. Well, let's hear this one a little bit so you could sing or look or do.
I'll let you sing because I can tell you've got a great voice.
Oh, I'm not singing. All right, here we go. Do you love?
I will go and let you know I will do anything for you, just as long as you want me to. Do you, my love? Do you, my love? I will be so good to you. I will be so true. I will never let you down. You will wear my crown. I will go and let you know I will do anything for you, just as long as you want me to. Do you, my love? Do you, my love?
That one sounds like it's a, one of them, one of those old school.
Yes. I can see you rocking though. I can see you, man. I can see you just moving. You're putting me to shame with those moves.
All right. Okay, so tell us about this other one. It's come by here vocal.
Oh, okay.
Is that yours?
I didn't write that. Mr. Dodd, who's was the owner of Studio One. He gave me that to sing, and I think it's an American that's a come by here, boy, come by here. That's the song. And
okay, well we're gonna hear this come by here now.
Right, and then he gave it to me, and I regularize it.
Okay. I like that. Regularize it.
Right.
Well, they're doing that today with a lot of the songs that come out. Next, here comes a different version out.
Right.
You're like, well, I didn't hear that one. When did that come out?
It's very creative. People are creative. These artists are very creative. I love it.
Mm-hmm. They do. All right, hold on. So here we go.
Okay.
Come by here, my boy. Come by here, boy. Come by here, my boy.
Oh. They just cut off. That's different. I don't know if something wrong with the thing.
Come by here, my boy. Come by here, boy. Come by here, my boy. Oh.
Yeah, it's something. Oh well, it is. Were they doing that? Was that the vinyl?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the vinyl.
That's what hearing this little.
Yeah.
Well, see how music has come so far. You could tell now someone's playing it on a vinyl.
Exactly.
Okay. So tell us about this first cut vocals.
First cut is the deepest?
Yes.
That's my biggest hit.
All right. So we say the best for
huh?
So we say the best for last then.
Yes, yes.
Okay, hold on. Let's go.
Okay.
Taking almost all that I've got, and if you want, I'll try to love again. Baby, you can't learn the key without love. The first cut is the deepest. The first cut is the deepest. But when it comes to being lucky people, when it comes to loving needing people, but when it comes to being lucky people, that's how I know the first cut is the deepest. The first cut is the deepest. Just do if you want, I'll try to love again. Baby, you can't learn the key without love. The first cut is the deepest.
Wow. Well, the thing cut off. I'm sorry. I don't know. Hey, it must be saying it's enough now.
Right.
The
I
thing
don't
that
know.
it just moves. It just give you. But I know that song. But that song's been. You remade that song a couple of times, or some other people.
A lot of people, other people have, but I'm the original.
Yeah.
I'm the original. Yeah, well, a lot of people have. Oh, a lot of people, but I'm the
They
original.
say the first cut is the D. They sing it really like more. It's more a little more faster, I guess.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, hey,
Yeah.
I know. I heard that Marsha Griffiths. She usually sings it on her shows and it's in her repertoire, but she always give me credit. She says Norma Fraser. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm the original though. I do.
Okay. Well, we'll be right back. We're just going to watch something briefly, and we will be right back in a moment.
Leg damay bëgg gàddu samay loxo yoxu metti damay bëgg give up yenn saay tolof fokki nattu yu takk bëgg yóbbu sama fit xam naa ne àdduna du ma raay coono dafay defar xolu doomu adama bi ci ngëm jàmbat ma yu ma njege naay pour yàlla rek nga xam ni nekk sama dënn ma koy dékku bañ a jeng te gëm ne gannaaw jafe-jafe no fly jikko jamono la 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 jamono kaw la ñu jële xamuñ na fly di ñu mbële rêve yi la sut ak a kawe gént boo fàtte connexion bi
Indie Roots Records presents The Dark Side of Venus. Thursday, May 11th, join us at La Sala Rosa at 4848 Boulevard Saint Laurent. Back Packed with live band, catch performances by Bella Forte, Prestige, Nene Knightley, and SLM. Hosted by CBC's own Duke Eatman. Music by DJ Lady Savage and special guest Drew Edgehill. Pre-sold tickets $20, $25 at the door, with proceeds in support of Ovarian Cancer Canada.
You're cool. You told me to get back on.
Well, we're back here
Yes.
with Norma Fraser and DBoss. You know, I'm glad you guys got a chance to watch some of the advertisements there that we have. So
Yes, I was getting ready to get my pocketbook out and write a check.
but that's okay. So yeah, so whenever she told you, you know, you were talking about Marcia Griffiths, whenever she always shouts you out when she does the song.
Yes, and yeah, which is very nice of her. Yeah, I like that. And in my repertoire, whenever I perform, I always include songs of some of the artists that I really, really admire and really love. You know, and people that have a good. In Jamaica, we say article. The article.
Okay.
Yeah. If they're not article, I don't put them in there.
Okay. So what's up next for Norma? What are we working on now?
Right now, I have I'm performing. I have a let's see, I have a big gig here before I go to California for the wild lands, Cascadia Wild Lands, and they're huge. So I'm performing for them next in a couple of weeks, and then the following day I'm going to California to perform at the Sierra Nevada Musical Festival with all of most of the Jamaica's greats will be on it. So it's going to be fantastic to see my buddies again.
So this is what you do full time.
I'm sorry, please.
This is what you do full time.
Yes, I only sing. I don't let me do anything else. I love to sing. I love to sing for others. I love to sing for others. Yeah, share the gift that was given to me by the Almighty. Yeah, it's not mine. It's to share and to bless and to heal other people so they can feel good. When you come to my show, if you're depressed, when you leave, you're not depressed anymore. That's the object. Yeah.
Okay.
So
have you been approached for any acting or anything, or no?
Acting? No acting. No, I'm very shy. I was approached once in New York. I was approached once in New York to do acting. I said, no. And they said, yes, you can do. Yes, you can do. No, I'm too shy. I have to be in character all the time. I can't be out of character.
Well, we're gonna be looking forward for you. I'm so glad that you took the time out even to talk to everybody today and just let everybody know who Norma. Yes, the legend is Norma's here. She worked with so many. She has a long roster of people she worked with. People sing over her songs. Oh my God.
I was
wondering. I said, so after.
I would like to thank you, though. You're doing your platform is wonderful and lovely, and it's exciting to see that we have a talented, right, genius like you at the helm, right? And you're giving so much to these artists, and I hope everybody supports you and bless you up and big you up because you're doing a fantastic job with this platform. I want to thank you for inviting me. It was a pleasure, really. I'm honored.
Thank you.
I'm honored.
Thank you. And do you have any shout outs that you want to give to anybody?
Yeah, let's see. I want to give shout out to let's see, to Ken Booth, because I'm going to see you, Ken Booth, in a couple of weeks. We haven't seen each other for years. I've grown up now, but I'm still short.
You're growing up, or you're still short. Oh, wow.
Yeah, still short.
All right. And anybody else want to shout out?
Yes, to you, DBoss,
Okay.
for as I said, this wonderful platform and for inviting me. It was an honor. I want to big you up and big up your channel.
All right. And so if people want to keep up with you on social media, where can they go find you?
I am not on social media purposely because I'm too shy. I'm too shy. But people can always they can get on my website www.normafraser.com and they can send me any little beautiful comments they want, whatever, and I respond.
If you want to book her, she'll answer you right away.
Yes, and I would have my new manager, Miss DBoss, take over.
Yeah, if you want to book people, you'll answer them right away.
Yes.
Yes, that's a given. All right. So, any of those songs, did you do any videos or no?
I have just a few, not too much. No, didn't do a lot of video because I don't, I like videos, but to me, I think some of them are too gimmicky. Because I think the voice should do it for you. But I'm old school. But they're beautiful. Some of them actually add to the song and add to stuff. I like it. But I'm too shy. I'm not gonna go there and pose I'm too shy. I may turn white.
No. Just performs in front of thousands of people.
I know. But I'm gonna get before we go. This actually happened when I was in Jamaica. I used to close my eyes. I was so shy. Whenever I'm on stage and there are thousands of people in the audience, my eyes are closed. And one day, what changed me? One day, I think we were at Carib Theater performing. Somebody said, "Open your eye." In patois, "Open your eye." Open your eye, loud. And from that day on, I've not closed my eyes.
Now your eyes are open.
Wide open.
You better open your eye in case someone shoots something at you or go whoop.
That's the West Indian in you. I like that. Are you from Barbados?
Yeah, both my parents. I'm born in Canada.
Oh, okay, great. And in Canada, do they have a lot of West Indians there?
Yes. In Toronto, yes, and all over the place, Montreal, they're everywhere. It's a big community.
So you get a lot of home. So you get a lot of food from home.
Yeah, we got a lot of Jamaicans. You got a lot of Trinidadians. You got a lot of Bajans. You got a lot of people from everywhere.
Nice, lovely.
We got Haitians. We got St. Vincent communities. St. Lucia. People don't bang me up because I didn't mention your island, St. Martin, St. Dominican Republic. We got Puerto Rican. We got all that. So it's for your time. When you come up here, you got to see what's going on.
Yes, because because I performed there once, but I didn't even know they had West Indians up there. Because I didn't get any West Indian food. I was hungry.
Well, they're all hiding, but the summer they come out. The summer they come out. The winter they're hiding out, but when the summer come out, there's all these festivals and you'll see everybody. Even ones you don't want to see, you'll see them.
you tell them I say hello, and then if I ever come back there, I lift them up.
Yeah, you'll look them up all right. When we have things here, they will find you, and you will find them. They will find them. You'll see them because they come out They hibernate in the winter, but in the summer and the spring gets warm. All of a sudden, everybody's out.
What happened? They don't like the cold.
No, because a lot of people come from the West Indies, right? So some of them deal with it, but they deal with it. They don't. They live for the summer.
Right. I thought they loved the cold, man. What's the matter with West Indians, man? They can adapt. What happened? No. We don't like the cold. I hate it myself. Don't like it.
Well, Toronto's a big hub. People are always flying out everywhere from here. So
lovely. Beautiful.
All right. So it's been a pleasure having you on here, Norma, getting to know you, the legend people. She was here with us today, talking to us. You don't see much of her. You hear her voice. She goes by her voice. She said is good enough for you to be recognized, right?
That's correct. Thank you. You're going to be my next manager. I love the way you operate.
Because when you have, well, I went to school, and did the whole school thing. So this is what makes me today.
Right.
All right.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So
I want to thank you very, very much for inviting me on to be on your wonderful program.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. And I do want to thank the viewers tonight for tuning in to Real Life Matters here with Norma Fraser on her journey and listening to her and talking to her. And so anyways, so follow us on YouTube, DBoss Networks. Go subscribe to CaribVision and everything else. So everybody, so good night and bye for now.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. We love you. Bye.